Bloody Sunday 1905. The Spark-Off Revolution. In the early 20th century, Russia was a powder keg of social unrest, economic hardships, and political discontent. The country's autocratic rule under Tsar Nicholas II had left many Russians disillusioned and desperate for change. Workers toiled in dismal conditions, peasants suffered from poverty, and various ethnic groups within the Russian Empire faced discrimination and persecution. As the demand for political reform grew, so did the tensions between the Russian government and its people. The tipping point came in 1905 when a peaceful workers' protest turned into a massacre that would be forever etched in history as Bloody Sunday. St. Petersburg, the capital of the Russian Empire, was the stage for this tragic event. The Winter Palace, the magnificent residence of the Tsar, stood as a symbol of the vast disparities between the ruling class and the oppressed masses. The protagonists were as follows: workers and peasants, the backbone of Russian society, suffering from dire working conditions and poverty. Father Georgy Gapon, a priest and labor leader, who became a central figure in the events leading up to Bloody Sunday. Tsar Nicholas II, the last emperor of Russia, known for his repressive rule. In January 1905, Father Gapon led a peaceful workers' procession to the Winter Palace to present a petition to the Tsar. The workers, accompanied by their families, carried religious icons and sang hymns as a show of nonviolent protest. Their petition demanded better working conditions, higher wages, and the end of the Russo-Japanese War. As they approached the palace, they were met by a line of soldiers and Cossacks who received orders to disperse the crowd. In the chaos that followed, shots were fired, and the soldiers attacked the peaceful demonstrators. The result was a massacre, with hundreds killed and many more wounded. Bloody Sunday ignited a wave of protests, strikes, and uprisings across Russia. Workers, students, and even sections of the military joined the cause, demanding political reform and an end to autocracy. This unrest, collectively known as the Russian Revolution of 1905, put enormous pressure on Tsar Nicholas II. To appease the public, the Tsar issued the October Manifesto in 1905, promising civil liberties, including the formation of a state Duma parliament. Although this didn't mark the end of autocracy, it was a step towards constitutional government in Russia. Bloody Sunday profoundly impacted Russia's political landscape. While it did not bring an immediate end to autocracy, it set the stage for the larger and more successful Russian Revolution of 1917, which ultimately led to the overthrow of the Romanov dynasty and the establishment of a communist government under Vladimir Lenin.